Padres are leading 1-0. I told you we had a special guest. He needs no introduction. It's Mr. Dick Vitale. Say hello to our fans right there.
Well, I want to say hello to all the beautiful fans. I'm envious from Tampa. I would love to have a stadium like this. And they got the K&K guys here. I mean, it's unreal. Left-handed Mr. Kruka, second baseman who's to absolutely hustle. And I'll tell you one thing. You're a coach's dream because you always played so hard.
Yeah, well, thanks, Dick. I didn't even know that you remembered that I played.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I'm a baseball fanatic.
Here's Crawford, who takes a pitch down low. Look, we could spend all afternoon talking about where you've been, where you come from. You're a Jersey guy, but you are here for a specific reason, and really you're here. One of the reasons is you're here because of the Posies.
Yeah, no question. I'm here because Kristen and Buster, we're going to have a big event here tonight. We hope to raise over $250,000 for kids battling cancer. Buster represents everything that you would love in an athlete. He's more than just a superstar on a diamond. He's a superstar off the field as well, and so is his wife, Kristen. And we're uniting on behalf of the V Foundation to help kids battling cancer.
Well, it's an emotional thing for both the Posies. They got it involved, and they are totally invested in it, and they spend a lot of time. And every once in a while, you need a shot of energy. And here comes Dick Vitale into San Francisco with a head of steam. But it's especially meaningful for you because of your relationship with Jimmy V.
Yeah, you and the Posies were at UCSF, what, yesterday, right?
Yeah, look at those beautiful kids. I mean, Buster and I were so touched. If you wanted to be inspired, as you see Kristen there speaking, the room was filled with youngsters battling unbelievable diseases. Their mother and fathers aren't worried about 0-4 hitting or losing a baseball game. They're worried about the game of life, hoping and praying that their children, through a miracle, could survive. And we hope tonight to help. I know back where I live, we have a gala every year, the Dick Vitale Gala, and that's really almost how this happened. And we've raised $18.2 million. But guys, if I told you this, I know you're not going to believe it. Only 4 cents for every dollar raised for cancer research goes to pediatrics. And I have vowed to my last breath, I'm going to beg and plead out there for money to help kids battling cancer. And anyone who likes to donate, just go to BusterPoseyOfficial.com and you can make a donation and you might save someone you love.
When you went to the hospital yesterday, we saw the pictures of those kids. They all look like they're in a good mood.
Yeah, that's
I mean, they're fighting like crazy, but they look great.
All courageous. That's a great point you made there, Dwayne. No question. You look at them, and many of those kids are in the hospital. We had a young lady sitting right in front of Buster and I whispered to Buster, I said, do you see what I'm seeing? She was crying her eyes out, holding her little beautiful girl. And she told me at the end of the event, she said, they found out her child has some kidney serious problems. And you leave there and your heart, that could be anybody, that could be anyone. And there has to be more dollars available for research. You can also donate if they want to go to DickVitaleOnline.com. They can make a donation. It goes through the V Foundation to really, really help young kids because we must do that.
Well, they're our future.
Absolutely, no question about it. I love young people, I really do. I think that when you look in life, you want to give back. I'm 77 years old. I act about 12. I'm here at a ballpark. I'm like a little kid in a clubhouse. I'm running around like a little kid. And my wife's got to remind me, said, hey, you know, you're 77 years old, man. I want to act 12. I want to act 12, Mike.
Well, you do have the energy of a 12-year-old.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And, you know, I've been blessed in my life. I was telling people today, you know, I came from a great home. My mother and father were uneducated, had a 5th grade education, but they taught me this great country. I do loads of motivational speaking, and I talk about, they taught me never ever to believe in cat. I lost my eye as a kid, and I thought it was the end of the world. But the love I received from my mother and father, factory workers, was unbelievable. I tell people, they may have had a 5th grade education, but they had a doctorate of love.
Here's Brandon Belt. Overshift is on for Belt. We're with Dick Vitale, and Belt goes the other way, and he pokes one into left field for a base hit. And that for the Giants is their first hit.
It's going, Coach. You're good luck. I like this.
Joe Panic's coming up.
He signed a long-term deal, did he not?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a great ovation.
Yeah, the crowd, that's Kristen right there. I told Buster last night, I said, Buster, the greatest catch you ever made in your life was when she caught your proposal, because you got lucky, man. You got lucky.
She is a good one.
She's a beautiful lady as a person. She really loves kids. There's Larry Bear sitting right next to her, right there, the boss of the Giants.
Yeah, he's our leader, and we will follow
Good man.
him.
He's
Yes,
got great,
indeed he is.
great enthusiasm, great energy.
Here's Joe Panic. Panic trying to tie this game up, facing Luis Perdomo, and he takes a pitch down low. 1 ball and no strikes. So this event is tonight.
Yep, right here, right here at AT&T Park. We're going to have a big event. George Bodenheimer is going to be here, a former president of ESPN, the CEO, president of the V Foundation is going to be here, Susan Braun, and we're excited. I really am. I'm so happy that Jeff Barry, the agent of Buster, hooked us up. He came to my gala, and he was so touched by my gala, and he called me one day and he said, you know, Buster wants to get involved helping kids, and I told him about what you do. He would like for the two of you to unite, and I'm so happy because he's such a classy guy.
Well, when we were in Tampa playing the Rays, we saw you. I think you came onto the field before the game, and
yes,
it may have been the first time you met Buster. I'm not sure, but
it was the first time.
because Jeff was there too.
Yeah, we had a great time. He's just a terrific person. He gets it. You know, guys, unfortunately, a lot of athletes, they make to the top of the mountain, they got the entourages, and they forget where they came from. They forgot how they got to the top of the mountain. Buster Posey gets it. He gets it.
Yes, he does. Here it's 2-1 to Joe Panic.
Another East Coast guy.
Hey, tell me this. We got Matt Duffy from Mount Moore, my race. For little I've seen of Duffy, I think he's a gamer, man. I think he's a gamer.
He's a terrific player.
So he'll be a great help there with
Are you
Longoria.
kidding me? We love Matt Duffy.
Well,
We always said around here, in order to get a good player, you got to give up a good player.
Well, you got to go him back, because I'm going to tell you, they have not seen what Matt Moore is going to do long term, because, you know, he didn't pitch for about a year and a half.
Right. 3-1. Crowd getting into it.
Need a base hit here, man. I told him in the clubhouse, I didn't come here to see you lose. I didn't come here for an L tonight.
And a base hit into center field. And here comes Crawford. And this game is tied.
Tell you one thing, Crawford's had a solid year, has he not?
He is. Panic comes through. And I don't know, I'm thinking the Vitale energy is starting to work its way throughout the ballpark.
I'll tell you one thing. Crawford's had a heck of a year, but that's clutch hit right there. Ball was down, too. The ball was down.
Now Panic going back up the middle, as he so often will do. He had a pitch that big-time sink on it. You can't try and do too much when you have as much movement on a fastball as Luis Perdomo. That's a very disciplined at bat right there. Good bat head control, and here's the reward. And we get a brand new ball game. I think it's important after last night's terrible loss that they do something offensively early in the game, and they're doing it right now.
I was shocked last night. I went to bed. You guys were up 4-1. 4-1. I looked at the paper today, and I saw 5 runs in a ninth, and it beat. I couldn't believe that. I said, gee whiz, that's a tough loss, especially when you're battling now for that wild card.
2 strikes, 2 outs. I have to tell you something. Mike and I did the same thing. We looked at the paper today to see if it really did happen, and we watched it happen.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it was bad dreamlike, no doubt.
You know, you win 3 in a row over Arizona. The bats got alive out there. You knock Greinke around. You think you come home with San Diego, you'd win the series 2-3. Now you're trying to avoid being swept.
Yeah, they just want to torture our fans, that's all. Foul down the right field line.
Heads up.
Well, again, good news today. The Cubs are beating the Cardinals.
That's a help. And is that a final? No, they're in the 9th inning. It's 7-0.
Yeah, I got to believe that one's done. And they're just getting underway in Washington. The Mets being hosted by the Nationals. So watching that one closely.
The Yankees and Dodgers just
I got a better chance of growing here than them losing that lead, the Cubs.
Well,
they're not going to lose that lead. That baby's in the bank. Cardinals go down 1 game, man. Go down 1 game.
I'm wondering if you made that bet before and you lost.
Oh, gee.
Here's the 0-2 to Gillespie, and Gillespie takes down low.
I'm not too familiar with Gillespie. Is he a new young guy?
Well, no, he started out with the Giants, then played 4 or 5 years with the White Sox, played quite a bit at third, and the Giants brought him back to come off the bench, and he's done a really nice job. This is a good, hard-nosed guy.
A former 3rd-round pick out of Wichita State.
Well, they have great baseball down at Wichita State.
Oh, they do. His dad played in the big leagues.
Oh, his dad did too, huh?
Mark Gillespie. Teammate of mine, good guy.
Bumgarner on deck. It's 1-2.
Now Bumgarner can swing the bat.
He can hit.
I thought he was a basketball player. Suddenly before the game, somebody told me you were a D1 basketball game. He said they lied to you. He said they lied.
Oh, he is a beauty. You would love him.
Well, it's got to be beautiful to make your living sitting here, calling games. I mean, look at this stadium. I mean, this is worth, just looking at the bay out there,
Dick,
it's worth thousands.
we paid our dues. We were at Candlestick. Remember that?
40 years. 40 years at Candlestick.
And that wind was tough down there. Somebody told me today, and I did not know, or yesterday actually, you guys have been sold out here now for about 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's about 400 and, I don't know, 60, 70 games in a row.
Wow.
But, you know, you put a good product on the field, you get this. I mean, there's a beautiful atmosphere.
Right.
Our fans love midweek day games, as you can see.
Well, they're going to love it in San Fran when Mr. Durant comes to town, too, along with Curry.
Oh, they're pumped
It's
up.
going to be explosive.
They are pumped up. He's going to be here Friday night.
Oh, really?
He's going to throw out the first pitch.
Oh, wow.
Well,
All the pressure's on because anything less than a world championship will be a disappointment. And there's no lock city when you got a guy by the name of LeBron James might hook up against you. I mean, there's never, you know, you've been around sports. I mean, expectations sometimes just put so much pressure. You still got to go out and you got to perform. And I'm sure Steve Kerr will get them to perform. The one great thing, the two guys that are superstars, Curry and Durant, are both great guys. Great guys. They're just good people who are all about winning.
it's 2-2 to Gillespie. Belt at second. Panic at first. The Giants have tied it up here in the second. And the Giants have cooperating, allowing us to have Dick here for longer than a quick 3 outs. And this is a line drive, and that is going to be a double play. Broadcaster's jinx. Dick, thanks for stopping by. Have fun tonight. You're going to go see John Miller, and you will really enjoy John a lot. Thanks.
Everybody told me you guys are great, and they're 100% right. They said the K&K guys are super. They're awesome, baby.